Hey Moto campers, welcome back. Today we're going to review the insulated Q-Core SLX sleeping pad from Big Agnes. So this particular model we have is the 40-inch by 72-inch insulated Q-Core SLX pad from Big Agnes. We used this particular one on a camping trip with a Sentinel sleeping bag from Big Agnes, and it is the double wide bag, and this is the double wide pad that it fits. And as you can see, this is a double wide pad, and it still packs actually really small. This actually packs smaller than the Big Agnes Q-Core Deluxe, which I will link to a video that we've done of those. So the insulated Q-Core SLX comes in a variety of sizes, but what's true for all of them is the external is a ripstop nylon. The insulated series does have a 3.2 R value. It's 3.5 inches in the middle and 4.25 inches on the outside chambers, and that way it helps keep you centered whenever you're sleeping. They all come with a repair kit, and they also come with an inflation sack. So here is the inflation sack. And here's the repair kit. So you unroll it, you've got an in and out valve. So all you do is open up your in valve, you hook your little sack to the valve. You pop this open and you fill it up this way. So we've got it filled up, and as you can see, this is the double wide, and I'll kind of try to stand next to it so you can kind of see. This is actually, I was a little worried because of the width of it being 40 inches. I didn't think it was gonna be enough because I like the 30-inch Q-Core Deluxe, and I thought this was gonna be enough for me and my wife. Actually worked out really well, and it was super comfortable. And you can actually see, because I've overinflated this a little bit, but you can actually see the air chambers here, and you can see that they're bigger on the outside than in the middle. The inflation valve is up here in the corner, which is great because we had this covered with the Sentinel double wide sleeping bag, and that's got a fitted sheet on the bottom that kind of goes around and hugs this, so it keeps the bag attached to the pad. And this was right at where your sleeping head is. If it's too stiff or if it's not enough air in there, you can easily open up the valve and let a little bit of air out to get it better, or hook your sack back up, or if you've got an inflation pump, you're able to hook it back up to there and easily get to it. So the location of that is great for any of the double wide pads that use a sleeve that fit onto it. With that Sentinel bag on this, we slept great. The bag was comfortable. This was super comfortable. Again, it took a little bit of kind of playing with the air pressure to get it just right because there are two of us on there. So I'm heavier than she is. So with her on there by itself, you know, you have to get both of you on there and kind of just get it adjusted just right. And that kind of goes into the downfall of one of these big pads like this. It's just like a regular air mattress. If you know you're sleeping on one side and you're much heavier than the other person on the other side, you're going to raise them up, so their side's probably going to be more stiff to them than it is to you, where your side's going to be a little bit softer. Again, this has a 3.2 R value. The outside is a ripstop nylon. There's nothing special, no extra special outside coating like the Q-Core Deluxe has. So me as a side sleeper and a belly sleeper, this was perfect. The thickness, I did not have any issues with my hips touching the ground. My wife also slept on her side, and she did not have any issues with her hips touching the ground either. This is about how much we inflated it to. I mean, you can kind of see it's a little soft, but of course when both of you get on there, it's going to get a lot tighter than that. Now the sleeping pad is super comfortable. We enjoyed it. We slept fairly well, and we could have slept better because the biggest problem we have with this pad is how loud it is. It is extremely loud. Anytime that I would turn or roll, it would wake her up. Anytime she turned or rolled, it would wake me up. And I'll put it close to the microphone so you can kind of hear it, but the insulation inside is very crinkly. And I'm just trying to, you know, I'm not trying to pinch it because This part is crinkly. This part is loud as too. So you've got a loud outside. And then on the inside, with the insulation, it's got that crinkle to it. So when you have both sounds going together, you've got the crinkle, of the insulation on the inside, and then you've got just that nylon sound on the outside. And it's too much almost. Some people will find it just okay, and some people will manage with it. What we're actually probably going to end up doing is using 2 Q-Core Deluxes and pair them together to use in that double wide sleeping pad. So there you have it, just a quick rundown of the insulated Q-Core SLX sleeping pads. Again, this is the 40-inch wide. They come in a variety of sizes, from long, wide, petite. The biggest takeaways from this is it's extremely comfortable to sleep on. If you're a side sleeper, you're not going to have a problem with your hips touching the ground. These external chambers are wider, so that way it keeps you centered in the sleeping pad. And it's extremely loud. The outside and the inside, with the crinkling of the insulation, is extremely loud. So if you can get over the noise because you're a heavy sleeper and it's not going to bother you, or if you just stay in one position the entire night when you sleep, most likely not, this is probably not going to be a problem for you at all. This is on a cheaper end of the scale, so the Q-Core Deluxe is a lot more expensive than some of these models are, and this would be just an alternative price point friendly version. Thank you all for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. I will link this along with a bunch of other sleeping pads we have in stock at motocampnerd.com. If you would, go ahead and hit the like button, and please subscribe and hit the bell notification. That way you get notified whenever we drop gear reviews and new product demos, and see all the awesome motorcycle camping gear we are bringing to you guys. Again, thank you all for watching, and ride safe.